Greetings, Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to find out some of the things the year 2021 has in store for you. Please remember that this is a general read. Not every detail may pertain to every situation, so please take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. All right, let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to pull a couple cards from this deck, and they are going to represent a kind of a generalized overall theme for the year 2021 for you. After that, I'm going to pick 4 cards, one for each season, basically. So I'm going to pick a card from a different deck that represents January, February, March, another card that represents April, May, June, and then so on and so forth through the year. After that, I am going to bring out the tarot to further clarify each season. After that, I will pull a couple of cards from my fairy deck, one of my fairy decks, and we'll see what they have to say about your year to come. All right, so Spirit, I would like 2 cards representing the generalized theme for Sagittarius for 2021. 2 cards. First one, we have inspiration. Okay, and this picture is actually in the winter. So I'm thinking right now there's some kind of inspiration, or very soon this inspiration is going to make itself known to you. I think that you may have a spirit animal that is helping you along, possibly a wolf. Helping guide you, direct you, show you the way to go. I think that you, like, the forest is behind you. I think you've been maybe wandering for a while, trying to find your way through. And I think that you have made contact with some kind of guide, and now is helping you through and inspiring you to keep going and to come out of this forest and come into new beginnings, into the spring. Let's see what else. We have strength. And that was more spring, summertime in that picture. All right, so inspiration and strength. So Sagittarius, you come out of the darkness of the winter. You have gained an ally in this process of soul searching. Trying to find your way through this forest in the cold and into more serene, look, that's mountainous with green growing everywhere. The sun is in the sky. And there's some kind of light or some kind of something on in the bottom there. Almost looks like gold. So I think that you are going to come out stronger for this. You're going to know your worth a lot more than what you did when you started this journey. It looks like you've been on this journey for a little while. And I think that you are very happy to come out of this darkness that you have been in, kind of lost and alone. But you've now found a companion to help you see and help you through and basically take you to green pastures. All right. Let's see what other information I can get. All right, Spirit, I would like a card for January, February, March of 2021 for Sagittarius. Let's find out more about this inspiration and strength that you derive from this inspiration, because you've come far and you've found your way through some kind of difficulty, some kind of situation, some kind of emotion. All right, Spirit, 1 card for January, February, March of 2021 for Sagittarius. We have part of fortune, increase. All right, so increase in some kind of fortune, some kind of bounty, some by going through this, you've gained some kind of, like I said, you've found your strength, and he is actually holding something So I think that your fortune, yeah, like it's like the wheel of fortune, and you know it's changing. You're going from these more difficult, harder times that you've been going through into a period of abundance and increase. I do believe that this increase isn't just about cash or money. I want to say increase maybe in luck, in your dealings with yourself or others. There's more going on here than what I can see right now. We're going to have to go, I think, I'll get more when the tarot shows. So I'm going to move on to April, May, June. Some kind of increase of fortune, fortunate circumstances, not just a money, not just a material thing. Like your day has come finally, your ship has come in, your things are finally turning around for you, and things are looking much better, happier, more fulfilling. You've come on a long journey, and I think you deserve some time and maybe even to celebrate. But let's take a look here. April, May, and June, air element, communicating. I think you're communicating your journey. You have gone through some kind of hardship. You've come out stronger in the end. You now have more increase in luck and the things that I think maybe you're more grateful and appreciative, and more things are coming to you. The universe is giving you more, and now you're communicating how this happened, how you're able to get here. You're able to tell others, and you want to share what you've learned. You want to make sure everybody, you know, you have something for somebody to learn from. You could teach a lot about your experiences and how you had to make it through, and sometimes you have to rely on someone else to help guide you. And even though you may wanted to have started this alone and thought you had to do this alone, I think somebody, a spiritual being, has come by to help you out. And I think maybe you start talking about these sorts of things. But let's see what the summer months bring. All right, Spirit, July, August, September of 2021 for Sagittarius. Summer months, please, Spirit. July, August, September of 2021 for Sagittarius. All right, we have 4th house, roots, family, your roots, your ancestry, your where you come from, who you like, yeah, how you were raised, or your family's ideas and wishes and stuff, and your roots, where you come from. I do believe that you're growing into something more, again with the increase, but you're remembering your roots at the same time. It's always important that no matter how far you get in life, that you remember the people who matter the most, or you remember the things that, you know, back in the beginnings where it was really hard and you couldn't do anything. Yeah, the people that were around, the situations and stuff that brought you here. There's something about the roots of who you are and how you are here today. All right, Spirit. Fall months, October, November, December of 2021 for Sagittarius, please. One card for Sagittarius, October, November, December of 2021. One more card. There it is. South Node, life's debts. Okay, so there's a karmic issue that is, yeah, roots and then South Node. So South Node in astrology has to do with past lives, or like where you come from, again, with roots. How you came into this life with prior karmic debts, whether those be positive or negative. There's no judgment. It's just there's always consequences to action or non-action, and then so your South Node represents these things that you brought into this lifetime from other past lives for your karmic processes. So going within like this and finding your way through, I think you were having some questions about life, about your role, about where you belong, how you can find your strength, how you can communicate, and how can you help others. And you know, you don't want to make the same mistakes. So the South Node is where you come from, and if you look up your astrological chart, find out your North Node, that is what you inspire to be. That this lifetime, that this is what's going to help you deal with the karmic debts that you've accumulated up to this point. But let's get into the tarot. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this and find out some more information. All right. Spirit, I would like to find out about January, February, and March of 2021 for Sagittarius. Spirit, 3 cards for January, February, March of 2021 for Sagittarius. Oh, okay, that one wanted to come out. We're going to pull that one and 2 more. Oh, 2 more flipped up. Okay. So the first card that came through was the Hierophant. So spiritual traditions, okay. Yeah, this is a soul-searching read, I think. The next one is 5 of Wands, struggle, conflict. Last one is Ace of Swords. New ideas, new truths. Okay. So as you're coming out of this winter, as you're coming out of this path, you know, coming out of the woods and coming out of the darkness, more into spring, feeling your strength and your increase in your fortune, you know, the universe is giving to you more. I believe that there is a connection to your spirituality. It looks like to me that there may have been a traditional type of spirituality that maybe you have grown up with. And since we're referring to roots and stuff, I'm thinking there's conflict with that because you don't necessarily believe this traditional spiritual way of looking at life or dealing with problems or whatever that means. Your traditional spiritual ways, I think, no longer work for you. And that fortune, that increase in fortune, is because you are struggling with this and you now have new ideas and new truths as you know you've gone through this. It goes hand in hand. This questioning and this struggle gets you to the point where you decide that you are going to look for your own personal truth and you're going to communicate that. I think that goes right into the air element of communicating. And because you're getting the more, like, you feel like the universe is giving you more, it's even more reason to let go of this older way of thinking about spirituality. Now, I'm not talking about you're just letting go of spirituality. I'm talking about you're struggling with what you were taught. And now you're getting to a point where you want to make your own choices and your own decisions, and you want to find out your own information so that you can feel both 5s here too. so you can feel more complete. You can have the answers that you want and need, instead of, I'm getting like, you've asked, maybe you go to church and you've asked pastors, or you've asked rabbi, or whatever your traditional area of spirituality was. You've gone and asked this person that's supposed to have answers, right? And hasn't given you the answers. And maybe you fight and struggle a little bit, conflict a little bit with these leaders, these spiritual leaders, or these old traditional ways. And maybe they're trying to keep you here where they think, that's what they think is right. But I think you bust out and you're not afraid to talk about it. You're ready to say, no, whatever this was is not right for me. I have new ideas, I have new truths, and I'm going to start talking about it. That's going to start in the spring months of April, May, and June. All right, so let's see what's going on in April, May, and June. Spirit, I would like 3 cards for the months of April, May, and June of 2021 for Sagittarius. April, May, and June of 2021 for Sagittarius, please, Spirit. 3 cards. All right, first, 5 of Cups. Grief and loss. 4 of Pentacles. Hanging on tightly. And we have Knight of Cups. The proverbial knight in shining armor. All right. Okay, April, May, and June. You start communicating your truth, and I do believe this causes some kind of loss. Now, it could be a loss of people that you looked up to, people that you trusted. I think because you're turning away, or this conflict, that you're going to have your own mind and your own feelings about how your spirituality works, or how you see or view the world. Well, there will be some sacrifice, there will be some grieving, there will be some loss, but you're going to keep speaking because it's your truth. And I think maybe you will realize that even though there's been some sacrifice, if you see that there's still 2 cups upright, not all the cups are spilled, so not all is lost. I do think, however, because of this loss, of this grief, you feel like you have to hang on to what you have left, and you're going to hang on tight. However, it walls you in, it boxes you in, and I think it's going to be harder. You're going to come strong, you're going to communicate, and then I think it's going to you're going to shut down a little bit because you didn't foresee or weren't able to tell that these people would turn their back on you. I think there may be somebody that walks away from you and you're grieving. And now, as a response, you want to hang on to every little thing that you have. But the Knight of Cups is here, ushering in new emotional, like, see, he's got a cup he's going to offer. So I am thinking a possible new love interest could come around, and maybe that'll help you ease up on holding on to your things, because someone new, someone fresh who understands this thinking, or has this new, kind of matches or can follow along with the way you see and feel about the world and your beliefs and stuff. I think this person is an open mind and agrees with you and wants to work with you. This person is a romantic. However, I'm not sensing that this is going to be like a fairy tale romantic situation. But I do see that this person's coming into your life to help you out, to help you feel better and get in touch with your emotions again, because I think this is going to hurt and you're going to want to just kind of disattach from your emotions, but hang on to your whatever else you have in this material world, and keep anybody else from taking anything from you. but this person comes in and helps you out. Now this person, now if we're leading into the summer months and we're talking about 4th house and roots, and I was talking about family and ancestry and where you come from, which, and also the South Node, you know, the things that you brought with you into this lifetime. This person might be a family member of more, not so much like a father figure or a mother figure, but maybe somebody of your own age or close to your own age. I want to say a distraction. He's kind of a, he or she, this is not gender specific. This person is flashy and kind of a distractant for a little bit, because I think this weighs pretty heavily on you, and this helps you because it does lighten things. But let's move on to the summer months and get some more information. I'm not sure how this is all working out together and coming together, how this goes into your family, your ancestry, and your karmic debts. How this person comes into your life. I feel like they come into your life and they possibly go. They're not, I don't think this is a permanent person coming to help you, a permanent person in your life. But I think, but you are grateful. This isn't just somebody that's going to hurt you. Oh, I guess those are going. What do we got here? We have 2. Okay, so I need one more, Spirit. One more card for July, August, September of 2021 for Sagittarius. One more card, Spirit. July, August, September of 2021. So I'm going to pull these first. Here we have the 2 of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this person I think is still around, helping you out. Financially maybe this time. And then we have the Page of Cups. New love. All right. Family member. Roots. This may involve somebody that is not local, or some kind of family connection. It looks like you're leaving your home. It looks like slow and steady. You have the world in your hands, and you have information. These roots, the 4th house, having the knowledge of where you come from, or your roots are worldly. I think that you have a lot of family all around the world, and I think that that this is something that you want to. You're seeking information about your roots, where you come from. This is, for some reason, this is important. Your roots and where you come from. Maybe there's something you don't know, and you're searching for information, and you're searching the world for other people. I'm thinking more like family members, extended family members of that sort. And they're all over the world. Like, you probably have relatives, distant relatives all over. And I think that you are making progress to get more information. Because you have something in your heart that you want to explore and seek. You're going to slowly progress to this seeking of the heart, of answers that are within, having to do with your ancestry and your roots, where you come from. I do think that this Knight of Cups is important for sure. But I think this is you slowly making progress, slowly going forward, getting more information, seeking that which your heart desires. And seeking it with fresh eyes. Seeking the answers to I think you want to know why you're here. And I think you think some of the answers are having to do with family or ancestry. Maybe you have an ancestor that you find out that it was famous, or maybe you find some kind of information, some treasure trove of information of some ancestor that you want to know more about, because it says something about who you are and where you come from. And you're willing to search the world to get the answers that you want. Somehow this is tied into your karmic wheel. Again, wheel, part of fortune, increase. This is an increase, even though there's a little bit of conflict. New idea, there's some kind of loss, then you start to hang on really tight, but someone comes in, helps you calm that a little bit. I think helps you with, maybe this is the person that shows you or tells you, or somehow you find out about some ancestor or something, and then you decide to pursue information on that, somehow helping your situation. All right. Let's move on to the fall months. October, November, December. Spirit, I would like 3 cards for October, November, December for Sagittarius 2021, the end of the year. Spirit, 3 cards for October, November, December for Sagittarius for the year 2021. Knight of Wands. Okay, so lots of knights. 4 of Swords. Rest and retreat. And the Sun. Okay. All right, so victory. The sun is shining and you have all that you want. Okay, so you are seeking for your heart's answer for why. It's not just about why you're here. You have questions of what are you supposed to do? You've come a long way. You've found strength. You're letting go of these older ideas that no longer work. It causes some conflict. You have trouble with loss. I don't know if somebody walks away from you. It feels like it. And then that causes you to hang on real tight until someone comes in, talks to you or shows you about your ancestry or somebody important, and you're ready to search the world and find the answers that you're looking for regarding your family. At the end of the year with Knight of Wands, that would be fast acting. So this is more of a slow progress, seeking answers of your heart. And then by the time you come into the fall months, it's more action. See, the horse is up and almost running. So something has happened and you're fired up and excited and you're moving forward to getting these answers that you want, and you get the peace that you're moving forward, you know, getting the answers, and you finally get that peace and you can rest a little bit at this point because you've got some of these answers. And with the sun here, you're victorious. And you're still on a horse and a child. So see, I still think it has to do with ancestral lines. You find that connection. There is somebody in your ancestral line that you look up to and you want to know more about. And somehow I think you, through this family line and looking and learning things, I think you're going to help heal your family line, help heal your families, maybe karmic debt. Somehow you're vital in switching the fortune of your whole family line, or at least part of the family line. So that's why I can see that being in the darkness. Maybe your family has this sense of everything happens to them, or why can't your family have the things that some other family has, or why it feels like your family, maybe you feel like your family is cursed and you're searching to get some more information to help lift what is perceived as maybe a curse on the whole family line. And I see that you come to the end of the year, you get some answers. I don't know that you actually clear the entire line of the karmic issues of the family, but you do get some kind of success. You do feel like you get some peace and you made a difference, and maybe you better understand this particular person, or you have a better understanding of this perceived curse or hardship on particular family members. And somehow you're the one that kind of puts the pieces together for everybody, and maybe you can bring peace of mind to the whole family line. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. But you are successful. So let's wrap up with the fairy deck here. I'm going to draw a couple cards from this deck. I do consult with and work with the fairies when doing readings and making spreads like this, and they have told me that they want to be a part of these readings. So this is kind of their initiation, I suppose, their breakthrough. So that, want to give them credit where it's due. They do help. They have their own way of doing things. And sometimes these cards can be just reaffirming what is already here. Sometimes it's kind of cheering you on, or there's some additional advice, or something you haven't seen, and so we'll let them speak and see what they say about all that. First card. Dandelions. Roots. Look at that. plant, some growth. And look at that. It's a mole, right? Down in the ground. Makes me think roots. Second card, a shaman. Okay. Now that is kind of making sense. Okay. Okay. So this is going to, I think, close or bring this all together. You were on a path, you were on a journey, I think, on your own. You were searching for answers. You came back with some answers. You came back with a spirit guide. You're much more, you have a lot more strength. Your fortune has changed. You are no longer believing in the same things, and actually through all of this, and now that I see that, working with your family, trying to help the karmic debts of the family, you're a shaman. And I think you were a shaman in other lifetimes, and I think that's why you're questioning. There's something. And I think that's what it is, that you are a shaman and you have the ability to make changes and change your fortune and help your family. With the dandelions card and the roots and the life's debts, where you come from, the roots, and being dandelions. The dandelions, I'm seeing this as maybe your family, I'm using this generally speaking because I don't have a better word, but family curse, I guess you could say. So dandelions, right? You got to pull the weeds, right? Because they're going to choke out the other plants. But this fairy is actually planting these dandelions. This fairy thinks these dandelions are beautiful. So I think there's also going to be a change in your mindset where maybe you've seen something as a curse or a weed that needs to be pulled. You're going to learn that that's not necessary. Oh, and there's sunflowers too. You're going to learn that isn't always necessarily true, and dandelions have their own beauty and have their own worth and are useful for things. Like, you can eat dandelions, right? Yes, they're a weed, but they're useful. So whatever this thing that is going on is still useful. It might have been seen as a weed, but I think you're learning, and as a shaman, you're learning that even that had a place, that had a reason. Whatever this limitation or curse or whatever you want to call this, I think you realize and understand there was meaning and there was a reason, and you learn that. And so because you can be accepting and you're learning more about your abilities, you've got success. And from here, starting in 2022, I think you're going to be more in the shaman position. You're going to be able to help not just family, because really you can extend family to all humanity. So you could be helping all of humanity with your way of seeing, of getting answers and getting the peace and success that you need. All right. I think that's about everything I see. I would like to thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below if you like. Let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'd like to encourage you to definitely go for that shaman role and be the light that you wish to see in the world. Namaste.